Hello, everyone, and welcome back to RNS Life After 55. So it's a new year, 2025. Happy New Year's, everyone. We're almost halfway through January, so we're a little late getting this out, but it takes a minute to get us both away from our hobbies to come and sit down and make a video. So we've had people asking about updates and what's going on. First of all, let's talk about, we are going in to our first, this is the 3rd January, if you count the first and the second one, that we're starting a January this year cancer free. I want to put that out there first. Rusty started off with cancer shortly after Christmas of 25 of 22.
Yeah.
So by January 3rd, we were trying to treat him for what we thought at the time was strep throat. 23. So that would have been January 23, but it was 22 in December that he kind of first started getting a little bit of a sore throat. Went into 23 pretty much the very beginning, January 3rd. Something wrong. It ended up being cancer, throat cancer, for anybody who doesn't know.
Took us till May to figure it out, though.
Yeah, it took us till May to figure it out that year. And then, of course, by January 24, he was really, really ill. And we had our doubts, of what was going to happen at that point. I mean, we didn't have any doubts. We held strong, but he was really sick. So we're going into 25, and we're so excited because we're going into 25 cancer-free, and life is exciting now for us. Okay, so I had to stop for a minute and close the curtain. It was putting a film look on the camera. Anyway, so we're really, really excited that we're going into a new year without cancer, and for all the naysayers, yes, we know it can come back, and that's why we have decided that this is the rest of our life, to live it the way that we want to, and to do what we want to, and not worry about what anybody else thinks we should be doing or shouldn't be doing. It's what we want to do, right?
Yep.
So we're starting this year off. We have our 40th anniversary on February 16th. We couldn't afford to go on a cruise that week because Valentine week costs a lot more money.
Yep.
So we are taking 12 days of cruising on 2 different ships starting January 27th, and we'll be back home on the 8th of February. We're doing a 5-day cruise out of Galveston on the Breeze, and then we're doing a 7-day cruise out of Galveston on the Jubilee, and we will get off the Breeze on Saturday morning, and then we're going to set it up, and they'll take our luggage on over to the other ship for us. It's called a side-by-side. They'll take the luggage on over for us, and then we'll go, and we have to recheck in. We have to go through security and all that again, and we'll get on to the Jubilee. So we'll have breakfast on the Breeze, and we'll have lunch on the Jubilee that day. I don't want to do all the talking because some people accuse me of doing all the talking, so you have to talk too. What else are we going to do in Texas?
Going to NASA. We're going to go to the museum there for NASA, and probably go out and see the launch pad and
a
few other things.
Yeah, so we're going to leave 2 days early. Our cruise on the Breeze is on a Monday, so we're going to leave here on Saturday. We're going to drive all day Saturday. God forbid. We've been fighting this winter storm as much of the United States has been, so blessings to all of you, and I hope you're all staying warm and doing well. But they're calling for more bad weather, and so we're hoping we can get there, But we're allowing ourselves 2 days, and if we see the weather is good on Friday or Thursday, and it's going to be really bad in Oklahoma and Texas, on Saturday, then we may, we'll just leave early because we can do that. we can, you know, I am still working, but I work very, very part-time now. And so my son seems to be okay with that. But, yeah, so we're going to leave on a Saturday, drive all day Saturday, because it's a good 10 to 12 hour drive for me and Rusty. We stop and take breaks. We're not ashamed to say it. And then on Sunday, NASA is open, and we're going to go do the NASA thing. And we have a video of us packing up at the end of this video, so you don't have to watch that if you don't want to, but I think we repeat that, so just ignore it. But anyway, as for this year for us, 2025, big plans for 2025. Our first goal is that we want to hit our platinum card on the cruise line ship, don't we? That's one of our goals.
Bucket list.
Yes, that's our bucket list. We're going to gold card now, and this next cruise will be on gold card. So we're a long ways from platinum. But no, that's kind of a joke. But yeah, Rusty said I'm going to hit platinum by 26. So we'll see. I don't think we will, but we'll see. Rusty's been doing a lot of woodworking stuff. I've been doing a lot of quilting. So if you see videos quilting and that's not your thing, just, you know, don't watch it. And if you see it on woodworking and that's not your thing, don't watch it. But this is our life. And so, you know, it's not about quilting or about woodworking or about cruising. It's about everything we do together as a whole and how we are coping with some of the crap, literally, that gets thrown at us. And, you know, the first one in our life was having to take early retirement because Rusty had stage 4 throat cancer, and I had to care for him. I mean, we don't have the kind of money to have home health come in here every day and do that. When you're middle class, it's rough. You don't get help because you don't have enough money, but you don't get help because, and you can't help yourself because you don't have enough money. So, you know, we have to take care of each other, and that's pretty much what we've done the last 2 years. But that's okay. We made it through it like champs. I'm very proud of us, how we, you know, he survived and had to go through the torture of it all. And then, you know, those of us sitting around having to watch it, it's not good for us either. So we came through it pretty good.
Yeah, I think so.
I think so too. And so what other plans do we have for this year?
Well, we got that other cruise in August. But
Yes, we have another cruise already scheduled for August. And we're going to try to maybe squeeze one more somewhere in between. And if we like this side-by-side thing, because, you know, Galveston is a 10 to 12-hour drive for us. So instead of going down there for a 5-day or a 7-day cruise, we might try to do back-to-back or side-to-side cruises just to, you know, make it last a little bit longer for the expense that it takes to get down there, parking your vehicle expense. It can get a little pricey. So,
yeah, and I still want to would like to try to do a Panama or something if we
yeah.
get one of those squeezed in.
You guys, we found a Panama cruise we can do inside room, though. We really want a balcony for that. The balcony is like $3,800 for both of us, but the inside room we can do for like $1,200. So we're really thinking about doing that. So
Left eye's giving me a hard time to stay from my cataracts.
oh yeah.
Surgery.
Now, Rusty, I don't know. I think we told you guys he had to have cataract surgery because of the
chemo.
Yeah, the
radiation
chemo.
treatments.
The chemo caused him to have that. He was having a little bit of blockage and stuff, but since the chemo and everything is quit, he's off of all of his Eliquis, which is a blood thinner. He's off of everything except for his heartburn medication. And what else do you take? I'm not taking any other prescriptions.
Just my heartburn.
Yeah, just his heartburn medication. So yeah, he's doing great. So I appreciate everyone who's been praying for him, and please just, you know, if you think of him every now and then, just say a prayer that he stays cancer free. So far he's doing quite well. Okay, The house still has a little bit of work. We're still waiting for our bathtub to be brought down here. But my
Still
son...
got that closet to do.
We still have the closet to finish putting the wood on the inside of the closet and get it painted. We still have the rock on our fireplace over here to do.
And the trim
And yeah.
in here, but I can't trim this until we get the rock, so.
Right, that's right. So, but yeah, other than that though, and we did get our propane hooked up with our log fireplace. As some of you know, Rusty we can't use a wood burning stove anymore because of his throat cancer. So we are using propane, fake logs kind of thing. And we stayed plenty warm during this cold snap. And then of course we still also have our 2 mini splits in the house. And so we've stayed plenty warm. We weren't cold at all. But yeah, that's how the house is coming. And then of course eventually we have a carport to build, and we have a front awning to build, front porch and deck and awning and everything over the front. And so we'll eventually get to that. But we also want to have money to go and cruise or vacation or do whatever we want to do. So we're just kind of saving. And
may take a little while to get the porches and the carports and all that done because
because
we're kind of like little kids. Our
Yeah.
priorities ain't really where they ought to be, but they're where they're going to be.
He's right. I'm not going to deny it. He's 100% right. Our priorities are probably not where they should be, but they're where they are. But you know, at least for this first full year of being cancer free, we're going to live it up. Maybe by 26, we'll be able to sit back and be like, okay, we've had fun. Now it's time to be adults again.
Time to buckle down and start saving for a porch.
Yeah. So, and we're living on so much less income now because he can't work. So yeah, but it's okay. It is what it is. And we are having a good time. So, all right, guys, I'm going to leave it here. I appreciate everybody watching. I appreciate everyone who has liked, subscribed, and commented on the videos. It helps get them out there. And we're going to now show you guys us packing for our trip. And we want to say again, we hope everyone had a great holiday. Happy New Year. And you guys live every day to the fullest and enjoy 2025.
And I give our R&S Life After 55 YouTube address to some people on the cruise that was on this last one. If any of y'all happen to have got on there and seen it, give me a holler and let me know what you think.
Yeah.
And if you're going to be going on one of those cruises, the one with the breeze or the one with the Jubilee, send us a jingle or whatever.
Send us something, and I'll bring you guys something quilted. You know, like I make different quilted things. So leave a comment below and let me know that you're going to be on the ship and your name or whatever, or what, just a room number will work, and I'll bring you guys something quilted on the ship. How about that?
That sounds good.
So, okay, you guys enjoyed our packing video. Just it's nothing exciting, but it's us packing our stuff, and we'll see you next time on R&S Life After 55. Thanks for watching. Yep, they have an iron station on there.
Breeze has got iron and laundry.
Yes. So should we tell everybody what we're doing? I'll let you tell everybody what we're doing. Besides packing our suitcases again.
We got another cruise.
This one's a little bit different.
This is going to be, actually, it's a side-by-side cruise. We go and get on the breeze on the 26th, right? No,
It's on a Monday. 27th?
27th.
I think it's the 27th.
We'll get on the breeze on the 27th. And we're on a 5-day cruise. We come back to port, get off the breeze, go to the Jubilee. We get on the Jubilee, and we're on a 7-day cruise on that one.
So we're going to be gone, and we're leaving 2 days early for Galveston because we're going to get there on. I think we're going to get there on a Saturday evening because Rusty and I don't rush there. We're hoping the weather holds out. They're calling for more bad weather next weekend, honey.
I know.
Yeah. So anyway, we're going to leave on a Saturday early morning. We're going to get there Saturday evening. We're probably going to go find a good mom and pop seafood place in Galveston and go eat, and then probably go back to the hotel and rest the rest of the day, the evening. And then on Sunday, and yes, they're open, we already checked, we're going to go to NASA, which is right there close to Galveston. And we're going to go check that out. And then that'll probably be the first half of the day. And then we'll go back and probably to the hotel and rest again. Because the next day, on Monday, we get on to the breeze ship. So this is for...
Oh, this is our anniversary trip.
Yes. How many years, honey?
40.
40 years. 40. For us. So, yeah. So, we're pretty excited. I can't remember what I packed the other day. I did a little bit of my packing the other day. So, I don't have probably as much as Rusty does. Okay. There. And we're going to... The Jubilee is that new ship, but they don't have a washer and dryer where you can do your own laundry. You fill up these little tiny bags, and it's $15. So we're going to take enough clothes, I think, for 7 days. We're going to do our laundry on Friday before we get off of the breeze because they do have a washer and dryer. And we'll go do our own laundry. I think it's $3.50 a load. $3.50 for the washer, $3.50 for the dryer, but that's $7 and we can do a whole load, which would be enough for us. And then when we get on the Jubilee, hopefully we won't have to do any laundry on the Jubilee. Okay, I gotta figure out what I've got packed here though. Rusty's been busy making wood things, and I think he's been making some videos. So hopefully we'll get some.
I didn't make as many as I should. I should have made one on the table, and I didn't do that. But I got another table to make. I'll make one when I do it. And the bar one, I've got video on it of making the shelf. Got a lady making me a stencil to put on a mirror, and I've never done it before, but whenever I'm doing it, y'all can watch me and learn from my mistakes. I am going to put the stencil on the mirror and then acid wash and then pull the stencil off. And it's my boy's logo for his company. So I'm kind of waiting on that. I get that done, get that video shot, everything, and get his mirror put up permanently. I'll show all that. And
it's our door for our anniversary trip.
That way y'all can see that part. But right now I'm waiting on the stencil.
We have a story we could tell you guys. Make sure when you take your medication within the actual bottle. Because our last cruise we did in December, our son almost, not only did he almost not get on the ship, but he almost got arrested. Back in September, I think it was, he fell off of something and he broke his foot really bad.
He stepped off.
Yeah, well, he stepped off. But anyways, he broke his foot. He went to Stroud ER. I took him there. At the Stroud ER, he told them that in a week, the following week, he was going to be taking his daughter to Universal Studios. I'm going to sit down and take a quick break. And anyway, so he told the doctor said, no, we strongly suggest you don't do that. And he said, look, I'm going to. I've already got it all scheduled. I'm not going to disappoint my daughter. So the doctor said, well, let me give you a prescription for some really good painkillers. He said, no, I don't take those. Well, a little bit later, the nurse walks in with a Ziploc bag that said hydro, not hydrocodone, just hydro, written on the bag. No prescription put on that baggie or nothing. And so he threw it in his backpack, the same backpack that he packed for the cruise that we all went on. He didn't even think about anything about those being in there at all. The drug dog, of course, sniffed them out because he just had them in the side pocket. The drug dog sniffed them out. They took him in there. They finally got a hold of Stroud Hospital, who confirmed that, yes, we gave him 3 pills because he was going to be going on a trip. And he told him the truth. He said, look, this was in my bag since September. If I would have thought about it, I would have, but he didn't clean his bag out. He still had shorts and underwear in that bag, and he just added on to that. So always, always, always make sure you check your bags. Rusty and I, when we got home on the last trip, we did the same thing. We checked and we made sure that every one of our medications, because, we're older, so we're on medication, but we made sure everything was in its original bottle so that we don't have any problem. Most of this is like icy hot for muscle relief. Our toothpaste is in here. But, yeah, so we got to get our prescriptions. Usually we'll just take and throw a few of our heartburn pills and things like that into a little pill container, but we decided this time we're just going to grab the whole entire bottle, so that way there's not any problems, no issues. But yeah, just be careful, you guys. Check your bags if you're going to be flying or cruising. Maybe the train stations are the same way, but any place there might be a drug dog, make sure you don't accidentally have something in your bag that you forgot was even there. That's the tip of the day.
I'm really surprised they didn't get me, because I had my duffel bag, which was the one that we was taking when I was having all the cancer treatment and everything, and I had hydrocodone, all kinds of painkillers in it from my cancer treatments.
And we did the same thing. We didn't clean out our bag.
They weren't in bags. What got me though is I even held the bag down in front of the dog, not thinking about nothing about it,
We're not a family with a lot to hide,
yeah,
are we?
We were, I was just trying to be on. Dog didn't even hit on mine.
And it was we didn't have them in the prescription bottle.
No, they were in a Ziploc bag.
We took 2 out because we never know with Rusty what might happen.
No, they were in one of them pill caddy things.
Yeah, it was in a pill caddy.
But the pill caddy didn't seal tight, so.
Yeah. But the dog didn't hit on his. But man, it hit on Josh's. Poor guy. It took him about 45 minutes to an hour in this little security room. And they told him that they were fixing to arrest him for a felony number 2, whatever that means, charges for drug possession for those pain pills. So, but they were very nice. He told him, he said, look, I can prove it. I promise I can prove it if you'll just let me make a couple of phone calls. So they did, and they made the phone calls, and the security guy literally talked to the doctor that day. Luckily that doctor was at work because it's a very small hospital. And so he talked to that doctor, and the doctor confirmed that, yes, he said, I've treated him for a severely broken foot. And so, yeah. So just be careful.